Teddy Atlas. And Teddy, when you look at years gone by, the United States has always fielded a very strong boxing team, and you feel that this team could be made of granite.
Yeah, they're used to being in the gold medal hunt. And you know what? That's gone a little bit scarce lately. The last two Olympics, they haven't been really mining that gold. Only 2 gold medals in the last 2. Of course, the last one we had David Reed, who brought home a gold medal. And he's won a world title since that. Then you go back to the Olympics before that, the golden boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. But no big medals, no big gold. This year, I believe that the United States team can get up to 3 or 4 once again like they used to in years gone past.
Well, this will be a very long road for the United States boxers, because not only do they have to get through the Olympic trials, but then in 2 weeks here on NBC, they'll fight in the box-offs in Connecticut. Then after that, America's qualification. Boxers from North, Central, and South America will compete in 3 different tournaments. The only nation not involved in that, Cuba, they will have a full 12-man team. Now, as is the case in amateur boxing, the rules are a little bit different than the professional game, and the scoring is different as well. With more on that, we welcome in Fred Rogan.
Hey, Bob, thanks very much. All right, folks, if you are scoring at home, let's show you what the judges will be looking at here in Tampa today. We have highlighted the part of the body that is the scoring area with yellow. Basically, any firm or solid blow with the white part of the glove scores a point. In front of the 5 judges around the ring, there is a box just like this, a blue button and a red button. Anytime a point is scored, they will push the button. If 3 of the 5 judges push the button within a second of each other, a point is scored. That's how they're scored, Bob. Back to you.
All right, Fred, and throughout the afternoon, you will be able to see the score as it happens. We will start with the 106-pound weight class, light flyweights. Brian Viloria and Nonito Donaire will square off. We take a look at the matchup. Donaire, 17 years of age. This is the first meeting between the two. Viloria is the world champion and the 1999 United States champion. You see that Viloria is a right-hander and Donaire is the southpaw. And there is Nonito Donaire, born in the Philippines, moved to the United States in 1993. And he has a brother, Glenn, that will be fighting in the challengers bracket tonight. Brian Viloria, the Hawaiian punch, one of the hardest punchers in the weight class in amateur boxing, 19 years of age. Remember, 4 2-minute rounds in the amateur boxing game.
And you'll notice that Viloria, you're going to see, has more of a pro style. And Donaire, he'll box a little bit, use those legs, take what you give him. Looks to counter. Viloria generally known or thought of as the strongest guy in this division. But again, styles make fights.
Viloria defeated Todd Allen in the first round of the trials, 19-5. Then he had to beat Nonito's brother, Glenn, 10-5. So Nonito hoping to gain some revenge on his brother's behalf.
And this Donaire brother can box and use his legs a little bit more than his brother did in his fight with Viloria. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to walk Viloria into some traps. And then when Viloria's waiting, jump in and get off.
Doug Emery is the referee.
You can see Donaire likes to use those legs. Can be problems for a guy like Viloria, who only has 4 2-minute rounds. In the pros, who's going to have the edge? Probably Viloria. This is not the pros.
Final half minute, you see Viloria 2-1 edge as far as the scoring blows.
Viloria needs to be set to punch.
Good left hand by Viloria.
Yep, Donaire cooperated with him. Laid on those ropes. He doesn't want to be on these ropes here with the stronger Viloria.
And Viloria trying to use his power here in the last 30 seconds of round number 1. At stake, the Olympic Trials Championship in the light flyweight division. 106 pounds, Brian Viloria, Nonito Donaire.
In a world of sometime over commercialization and endless official sponsorship, it's nice to sit back and take 2 and roll.
Round number 2 underway between Nonito Donaire and Brian Viloria. Light flyweight division, 106 pounds. Viloria with a very strong finish to round number 1.
Donaire trying to be the matador. Viloria, the bull. He wants to be a smart bull. He wants to punch at the right time.
Viloria with a 3-1 edge as we start this second round.
In the early part of the rounds, Bob, will usually go, you can see because of the styles will dictate that they usually go a little bit to Donaire. He'll use those legs. Right now he's switching to southpaw. He has good distance. He's able to do things with those legs with a little bit of a slower Donaire. But then as the round goes on, Donaire's strength starts to take over.
Well, Donaire switched back to the conventional stance and did land a right hand and lands a combination. 3-2 now, Viloria in front. That is the official scoring. Remember, 5 judges at ringside. At least 3 of them must hit their button within a 1-second interval to register a scoring blow. And Teddy, in amateur and Olympic style boxing, it is very tough to get a lot of credit for body shots. They have to be hooks from the outside and very clear and distinct.
Yeah, and it's too bad that they don't get credit because some of them do real good body work. But a lot of those guys that don't get credit, they'll be the guys that maybe don't make it all the way in the Olympics and in the amateurs, but in the pros, they'll be the guys that the pro managers will be looking to grab.
There's a left hand to the body and then a right by Donaire.
So Donaire's using those legs well. He's pot-shotting and then getting out. Not allowing, he's being smart. He's taking advantage of what he has in front of him. He's not allowing Viloria, the stronger guy, to get set.
4-2 Viloria, late stages of round 2.
All right.
In his last fight, Brian Viloria defeated Glenn Donaire, and brother Nonito has vowed revenge. Brian responded.
As far as Nonito asking, trying to get me back, like taking a revenge or something. I mean, hey, you have to do what you have to do, but I'm doing what I have to do also. So let's just let the best man win.
Let the best man win. We are through 2 rounds, and very interesting bout. Viloria had the edge in round 1, but Donaire sort of turned the tide a bit, Teddy, in round number 2.
Yeah, he needs to. When he gets his moments is when he has Donaire standing in front of him, because that's his strength. His strength is he set the punch like that, and he can get off, but he needs his man in front of him a little bit.
There's a 4-2 edge for Viloria after 2 rounds.
There's a lot of people that think that Viloria, the world amateur champion, reminds them of a former Olympian, Michael Carbajal, who won a silver medal in the '88 Olympics. And since then, one has become a 3-time professional world champion. Michael Carbajal, real strong, very similar to Viloria.
I mentioned Donaire was born in the Philippines, moved to the United States in 1993. Viloria is from Hawaii, but he spent 5 years living in the Philippines with his grandparents. So both of them have something in common as far as that's concerned.
Right now you see that obviously Donaire is using the ring. He's got to move those hands. He's got to be accurate.
Looks like a little blood maybe from the nose of Donaire. The ring is 18 feet by 18 feet inside the ropes. And caution being given to Donaire. Can't lead with the head, punches up.
So right there, Viloria reached in a little bit. And that's playing right into the strength of Donaire. He likes to counter. You can see he doesn't want to lead right now. He's looking for Viloria to give him something.
So right now, Viloria is sort of controlling the tempo. He has a 5-3 lead through 3 rounds.
Fred is great. NBC.
We welcome you back to Tampa, Florida. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas, Fred Rogan. This is the light flyweight Olympic Trials Championship, 106 pounds. Brian Viloria and Nonito Donaire. Viloria with the edge going into this 4th and final round. Left hand from Donaire.
Right now, Donaire's taking a little bit more chances, but he's doing the calculating. Slipped a little bit there, but he's getting off his punches and getting out. The trick to that, Bob, is make sure you don't throw one too many, because then you'll get time by the strong Viloria.
And Viloria did time him and picked up a point in there. So 6-4 Viloria in this final round.
Donaire's waiting for something. He used the jab while he's waiting, which you should do. And he's looking for a counter. He's looking for a trap. Trying to walk Viloria into a trap. He likes to use his speed. He needs distance to use that speed. That's why he's outside. Trying to get in, get out. Of course, Viloria is trying to time him.
Donaire trying to pump out that jab. Just set up a right hand as he rips one to the body.
Here's the spot right here where the amateur way of thinking hurts a guy a little bit, because Viloria would be well served to go to the body. But they've been taught that that doesn't count a lot, that the judges don't respect it enough. But right now, if Viloria went to the body, he'd have a better chance of catching the elusive guy in front of him.
Yeah, but Viloria has the 7-4 lead as we hit the final 40 seconds of the bout.
But he doesn't know that. We know it. Right now, you want to cut the ring down on a man using his legs. You want to go to that body.
The hand right by Viloria, but it was to the side of the head, not part of the target area. There's an illustration right there of a punch. It's not a scoring blow. Donaire within 2.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you weren't going by the score system, you just looked at the fight. You'd have to argue with me if you said that you didn't think Donaire had a good chance of winning this.
And there's the bell to end it. Brian Viloria has won a very tight 8-6 points decision win against Nonito Donaire. And Viloria has won the Olympic team trials here in Tampa, Florida. Good effort by Viloria. The Hawaiian punch. He was able to counter inside some of the wide punches of Donaire, Teddy.
Yeah, he was able to throw the punches when he had his man in front of him at the right time. And that jab can always be effective. And you see him using it right there. Again, you see Viloria, when he gets his opportunities, he takes advantage of them. Got his man on the ropes. He knows what to do. And there, of course, you can see Donaire using those legs.
At 106 pounds, from the blue corner,
Brian Viloria, the reigning world champion and 1999 United States champion, wins the team trials, and he sweeps the Donaire brothers. He beat Glenn in the semifinals, and now Nonito in the finals here of the 2000 U.S. Olympic team trials. So Brian Viloria will head to the box office as the trials champion. Coming up in our next bout, 112 pounds, Roberto Benitez against Jose Navarro after this timeout on NBC.